screaming, "Be our guest, be our guest." And then poke us with the business ends.
Alright everyone, hello, welcome back to another session of Curse of Strahd. Last time on the Curse of Strahd, you began kind of settling things down after collecting a number of implements from the Untitled and its cohort of various star spawn. You were able to gain a few nice legendary level weapons and magic items, and you were able to then return back over to Vallaki, where you were discovering that things are not where they quite seem. First, you tried to revive Ava, but it seems that the revival magic was not working even after going over to the astral plane and attempting it. You discussed with what to do with Milovaj, and you released them. To where they are right now, it's anybody's guess. From there, you went over to the Baron and the Watcher, providing them the diamonds. And Ilion, you were given the opportunity of teaching and providing tutelage over to the Baron's son, a promising wizard in making. And you were able to teach them a couple of new things, including that they seem to have a teleportation circle that appears to be bugged out and not working as expected. You then, all right as you were preparing for your next destination, were provided a letter. And the letter said the following. My friends, know that it's I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. Your host, Strahd von Zarovich. After finishing up the various tasks you had over in Vallaki, you boarded over onto Strahd's black carriage and were whisked away at blinding speed over to the front of Castle Ravenloft here, which is where you are now. You approach over to the front of the gates after having been having the carriage open up. In front of you is the drawbridge over to it proper. Let me get something real quick. After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and a startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lower drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel, and beyond this location the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. As you approach over to the courtyard proper, let me go ahead and get you over to the map. You are over here. Give the map a moment to load in, it is quite large.
A thick-ass map.
Ah.
Well, loading in, I guess. But I was able to drop myself in, at least.
Wow.
As you get over here to this courtyard, thick cold fog swirls around. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. And through the drizzle you see torches, flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard, and high above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass, lodged in its iron frame. In front of you over here is this figure. They seem rather conspicuous. One of their legs, as you can see, is webbed and one of their arms is somewhat like a bear's, having much fur overlaid on it and sharp claws extending. Give me a moment. Welcome. You are Lord Strahd's guests. We will be taking you in now.
Igor?
Yeah, as you approach over, let me give you a proper view of how large this courtyard is. Because...
Big courtyard.
Oh boy.
Wow.
This is just a courtyard.
Zooming
So I have
out.
to-
That's a very large courtyard.
Almost got it. As such, as your escort here moves forward, something conspicuous happens up in the sky above. And let me get Irina down as well. Wait, where's Sarista?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Where you at?
Homie.
Coming up on your left is a puddle of my fucking blood. Still kind of moist for some reason.
Moist.
Let me.
What?
Like in our head.
Sarisa and Andraste, this courtyard looks fairly familiar. Nothing much has changed since last time, but up high in the sky, it doesn't take a high perception to notice this. You see that the clouds part open away. And then, from there, you're able to see what appears to be small stars moving around erratically up in the sky above. But then, more notably, it starts dimming down. The sky itself begins to darken. Until it finally reaches a certain level of darkness, akin to when it's night in Barovia, and then the clouds close back up.
Must be transition skies.
Did they just make it nighttime? Oh my god.
Is that what happened? I thought it was like some weird light show. Well,
No, I think they made it night. This is so stupid. Irina looks extremely done with this display.
Wow. Time is wacky.
As you get over to here, the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. And then, as the doors in front of you suddenly swing open, you are revealed into a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music. Let me go ahead and show you what you see inside. A litany of various vampires and vampires spawn greet you, bowing down as you walk through. And you arrive over into the next room further, which looks as such.
Kind of sus.
Andraste, you walk past Rohadin here, who you recognize as the Lieutenant of Strahd. They give you a nice nod, and to you as well, Sarisa, greeting you as returning guests of the castle. The description for this room here reads as the following.
Looks a bit spider-webby.
There are, in fact, cobwebs stretched between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the dome ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east, and to the north a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. An elf, the Rahadin here, with brown skin and long black hair, wears a grey cloak over black studded leather armor and has polished scimitar hanging from his belt. The master is expecting you. As you then see that the person here who is leading you forward simply motions over with their hand in the direction to the south.
Right.
Strahd will meet you over at the inside of the dining hall to the left over there. You will see it. Turning around here, Sarisa and Andraste, more familiar faces, as they don't say too much, but you see these figures here. I had the handout for this and then I lost it. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's literally right in front of my face.
Wow.
These 4.
All his wives? Question. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them was their teacher here over at the castle. But yes, these are the wives of Strahd.
What the fuck?
That one particularly looks like a guy, but okay.
That is a guy.
Oh.
Male wife. Sorry.
I guess so.
God is bi confirmed.
Let's go. Represent.
Irina puts her hand over at the door and they hesitate. Is it really too late? We have to go in here, don't we?
I don't think we have a choice at this point.
It's all your fault.
They swing it open violently as you see the following in here.
Of course.
Inside of this room, you see the following. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brilliantly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods. Roasted beasts basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver, and at each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid of a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. And seated at the organ facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the key in raptured ecstasy. And suddenly, they stop. And as a deep silence fills over the dining hall, Strahd turns over to all of you. Why, hello! Welcome to my castle. For many of you, this is your first time being here. Pitterwick, give us the ambiance. As you see that over here, in the corner, there appears to be a kind of machinated constructed doll of sorts, patched work together of flesh and metal. It has a they have a cello, actually, and they begin to play. You need not make yourselves strangers. You are home here in my castle. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Aya looks noticeably uncomfortable at the prospect of not being flying permanently, and will take this seat.
Yes, thank you. Could you please tell your master that we have arrived for him?
I have no
Look at this one.
Okay, go next.
We're gonna speed.
He's
See,
trying to kill us.
the Cabal did say they wanted to start a fight.
Guess I'll awkwardly move 2 chairs away since I can't sit.
Strahd goes ahead and looks up and down and just snaps a finger over as one of the chairs turns into one that is more suitable for your form.
Hey.
A stool.
Mama.
Stool.
I mean, it's what is a stool but a chair without restrictions?
Irene is all the way over there, at the very, very far end.
Good
where Strahd
Atreus.
is.
Just closest exit in a bastard. The better.
But Cabal makes a motion and signals to Bartholomew to like go, away from the dining table because those are manners, right? And he perches on top of this thing. I don't know what it is, but he perches on top of it.
I'm Piddlewick.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have
That's
a
much
hand on
more
a Piddlewick
respectful.
actually.
Much more respectful, perching on top of a person's head.
Oh yeah, I do actually have a picture of Piddlewick. Hold on. And so you can see what they look like.
I don't think anything's loaded just yet. Unless that's just me.
He hasn't given to us yet. Piddlewick at least.
Yeah, I had to find it. This is what Piddlewick looks like.
Lovely.
Oh, he's cute.
Kind of like a demonic Pinocchio. Out of nose.
I like his outfit.
Yeah.
I like
I
the
wonder
cut of
why.
his jib.
They have just the tiniest cello around, but it fills the air with plenty of music. Is anybody touching the food yet?
What's on the table?
On the table right now, there is roasted beast basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, sweet fruits and vegetables, and most any other kind of meat or a similar fruit or vegetable that you can think of. There's a lot of food here. Far more than the number of you could reasonably even eat.
Yeah, I'll have
How
some.
much you on bet?
I'm feeling kind of peckish.
How much you on bet?
Yeah. Cabal takes one of the wine glasses and gets a good whiff of whatever's inside of it.
It smells rosy. The color of the wine looks like blood.
Nice.
So does most
Very
red
nice.
wine, in my opinion. But
It's not white wine, that's for sure.
yeah.
Be more like your friends over there. What are you all being so cautious for?
Yeah, no,
Strahd,
I'm down. I'm down to eat. I'm hungry.
Strahd is eating some of it.
Wait, are we here for breakfast? I don't remember how long ago we left.
It's
Or what
brunch,
time?
I think.
It's
Right.
literally
Dinner
nighttime now.
It's
It's
dinner
night
time
time.
now.
Dinner.
Oh,
It's night.
all right.
It's dinner time now. Well, I don't recall
Night.
saying that I ate anything during the day, so.
So, have you been enjoying Borovia? As you see Strahd munching on to some blood sausages.
Well,
But is it like
Not
black
sure.
pudding or?
aside from the various random,
I guess if he's not gonna say it, it finally dawns onto Cabal that this is Strahd.
hmm,
Belona
gonna
would think
say,
she does not want to be here.
aside from some mind flares, I've enjoyed my time so far.
Well, that at least makes one person.
Well, can't say I'm quite enjoying Barovia itself in particular, but having some cool experiences, like, almost dying half a dozen times.
Cabal looks at Strahd and says, "It's quite a pleasure to finally meet you, Strahd von Zarevich. Or should I say,
Okay.
Robert Flay."
What?
The mind on this one needs a little bit of scrambling as well.
We've heard quite a bit about you. And he starts dining too. On
Yeah, I don't think it needs more scrambling.
This much is true. The entire land is already quite scrambled. I ask you, I've asked many times how much you've enjoyed Barovia, and it's for a purpose, you see. I think this land is dreadful and really not worth, how would you say, retaining. I think this land is a place where nothing good exists. You even detail some of those things yourself. The number of times things have stalked from the shadows to make a mince of you. These mind flayers that try to remove your head. I watched it later on. I took a look over it. Your encounter with them. You all did quite a fine job, I'd say. You didn't lose anything too important.
Beg to differ.
I mean, he said anything. He didn't say anyone, so I mean, I agree.
People are things.
People are things. All right. Well, now,
yes,
now it's a
definitely.
different conversation.
People are definitely things. Cabal knows this.
Hey, you
Yeah.
said things. We didn't lose anything important. We lost someone important, but not anything important.
Nothing irreplaceable.
Yeah, as I said, and nothing of importance there. Irina even just like gives them like they've never seen Irina look quite so mad before, except for the time where they tried slashing at Strahd and failed spectacularly. Now, you've also been getting much stronger. I remember when you first arrived here, were but like wee birds who were entering into that house, and then finding me my request. Although the house is not there anymore, so whenever I get new groups in, I'm going to have to think if I need to do anything for them, some different task. But see, the most important thing is, I don't think I will need another group. I think it is all of you who will be able to do for me a very spectacular favor at some point, when you are just a little bit stronger. They just sip gingerly from their glass of wine that they have.
Of course.
So
Can
when
I-
these glasses get empty, what happens?
Why, simply this. Strahd snaps her finger and the glass is full again.
That's convenient.
Yeah, cause I can't get drunk. 'Cause this is like juice. I'm just pounding them down.
I have full control of everything here inside the castle. Things can dismantle or remove at my will. There's a demonstration of that. They moved their hand over to where that organ is, and it literally phases into the floor and disappears. I'll put it back
Oh.
later.
I was gonna play that later.
And yet, you would think, with this much control, that I might want to be here forever, but ultimately, when you think about it, if you simply stay in one place for your entire life, unable to ever escape, we have a name for that. Do you know what it is?
Prison?
Prison.
Prison. And I feel that very deeply. That this land, Barovia, to all of us here, is a prison. Do you not all want to go out eventually? To leave from here?
Ideally, yes.
That's the plan, yeah.
Then our interests are aligned. But see, if you get just a bit stronger, then I have a plan, a ritual of sorts that I've been working with and trying to figure out the exact specifics. And with it, it can release all of us. Everybody from here. Out of this domain.
Okay.
But I first had to make sure that everybody here was willing to go through and do such a thing. Does that sound acceptable to everybody? Or if you have any questions?
Yeah.
Well,
That sounds
They-
quite reasonable. However, how could a man of your power not be able to do something so trivial that perhaps us mere mortals would have to be tasked to do?
This is a fair question. Do you think that I might have absolute control over this land? And for the most part, that is true, but the mists that border around, to prevent passage from being able to escape from Barovia, that is not within my control. Many, many, many years ago. Before even the days where I had become a vampire, where I had simply been a conqueror here in the land of Barovia, I found a secret area. And inside of there, when I went up and about, I granted the gift of the vampire. But more importantly, of the land all about here. But it wasn't all as it seems, for you see, some dark powers decided to conspire against me, and have placed me inside of this plane that I cannot escape from. And then nobody else can, as well. Forever. Not their souls, not the astral plane, not the ethereal plane, nothing. There is no way to get out. But I have found something. I have found what you might call a ritual. And I believe that it may be possible using that to free all of us here from Barovia. Forever.
Okay.
Who has insight proficiency?
Kamal does.
I do.
I think I have insight expertise.
Right.
Oh
Kamal
no,
has-
that's a different case.
I have it.
that was Aster. Never mind.
I have insight.
Rest in peace,
Oh,
Aster.
no, wait, no,
Rest in
disregard.
peace. Never mind.
I
Sorry.
think
Yeah,
I've got
no.
that feat that lets me just pass if I can see them speak, as well as
yes.
quite high insight anyway.
Ire, you can tell that they are being intentionally deceptive about something that they're talking about here.
I'm shocked.
I mean, yeah. I think it was
Probably
obvious
fucking
without
surprised.
having to say that, right?
So, where's Ava then?
Who? Oh, that person, Ava. I had to really think about it. Who knows?
You probably?
Fair. Their soul is probably flying somewhere in the astral plane, where they probably belong, really. They drink from their wine glass again. And Irina will actually say something over to Strahd. Why are you being so transparent about this? Really? Are you like a high schooler?
What's high school?
Strahd go over, say back something. Oh, it's just they seem to be getting a little bit too chummy, I think, and I think that this is simply the fate that befalls one as such. How are you enjoying the food?
Delicious.
Quite delightful.
It's edible.
Atreus hasn't touched his.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine either.
They will actually note that specifically as you. Oh, Bologna, you got something?
Tam rekao, póki se završilo, dobro? Ajde.
Yes.
Oh my god, he's cursing Strahd.
Fucking fantastic.
That was good.
I will have some wine. I don't think I'll touch the food though.
It's quite good. The wine is quite good, and not poisoned.
Not
Not that
poison.
it matters. Lol.
Thank you
Yeah.
for confirming.
Good to know.
Yeah. Just in case that was ever a question of any kind.
Oh, of course.
Shall we continue? No, I believe that before you go off on your quest to become more powerful, if that is indeed what you are willing to do, then we have our goals very much aligned with each other. And then when all of us escape from Barovia, all will be well in the world. But what do you believe may be your next plan then?
What, like long term or like right now?
Oh, after. We will not be here all day. Although the day is ending very soon.
But you mean like what are we doing after this dinner?
What are we doing after
Yeah.
the meal?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
yes. That is what I mean. I
Okay.
apologize.
Probably getting a fat nap. We still need to go to Kresk and the winery.
Oh, what are you looking to find over in each of them?
At the winery, hopefully wine. And at Kresk, maybe some like fallen angel or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, I know
One of
who
those
you were
things is
referring
not like
to,
the other.
actually. I know the very person that you were talking about. He's seen over at Kresk. Many years ago, there was this angel who decided to enter into my domain and sought to overthrow, saying that I was some devil that was making the land bad, when really it was just Barovia that's inherently bad. That's not really my fault. Long story short, they would simply stay there at the top of their little hill and holed up in their little church, thinking little things, and they had been there for many years, doing nothing of importance. They are telling the truth about this, except maybe those last pointed statements are kind of more opinionated than truth or lies.
Okay. People are continuing to eat, they will well, I had something, give me a moment, I lost it.
Is it dessert?
I'm not quite ready for dessert. This roasted duck is too good.
And there is plenty of roasted duck available. Now, if there's anything I could do to help you in your quest here to become stronger, is there anything you wish to know? I know much about essentially the whole land. I am invested in your success.
You want to invest financially?
Wow, he did.
Like he hasn't already?
At it.
I'm pretty sure our whole campaign's been funded by Strahd, hasn't it?
I mean, technically, anything
It pretty
funded by
much has
anyone
been.
in Barovia is funded by Strahd. Technically,
Let's not
so-
forget the massive amount of money he offered us for the heads of the werewolves.
Right, right.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We need some funds.
Some more financing, you say? Show me some more of your progress first. I believe that is plenty fair. You show me that you can become stronger. I will give you some. Without having to go after a bounty, which is still on the table, mind you. That den of theirs. They are but deceitful beasts. Always trying to make everything worse here in Barovia, in a place that's already terrible. And not only that, these are more like opinions. These are more like opinions than anything. So there's no like true value to them. It's just what they think. And not only that, but not only do they go around the land and simply scrounge about like little dogs, the den of theirs, it is like a black hole that needs to be eliminated one day. But if you're not the ones who do it, then that is all right with me. For you see, I believe that once we all become strong enough, and once we get out of here, it will not matter what they do, yes. They will simply be stuck there, in their little cave, away from me.
Quite pleasant that you continue to speak in terms of we. Now, as you probably understand, we are here for a very important mission in the Institute. We come before you to ask for your secret recipe. We believe this to be the moon. What was it? The moon pies? No, the dream pies.
Dream pastries.
The
Yeah.
dream
Dream pastries.
pastries.
Dream
Aren't moon pies
pastries.
like a wagon wheel, like a chocolate?
Moon pie.
You must forgive my cohorts. They are merely mercenaries,
No.
motivated in part in money.
Yeah.
But we do have this goal in mind. And although we have nothing for you quite financially, we can repay you in favors, and I am authorized to offer you a place in the Institute as we leave Barovia.
I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
When we get out of here, let's talk more about the Institute. They seem like swell fellows. Now about those dream pastries, I do not think it is much of a secret. You still have met with those hags, I believe. You did not get along very well with them, last I had seen.
Are these your business partners? Your suppliers?
No, they are simply citizens of mine. See, one day they even groveled over to me saying, Strahd, why did you interrupt us from our work? And I simply told them, you cannot touch or hurt my precious, dear Irina. And so after that we came to an agreement. You all are citizens as well, for now. But I believe that those hags have served their use toward me. Feel free to get rid of them if it will make you stronger. They have no
Yep,
more
can
use
do.
to me.
I don't think they ever used in the first place.
They provided a little bit of a what you may call a bit of a service and the populace. But those dream pastries they were making are fairly simple overall, using just a sprinkle of sorrow. And they extracted it from people's dreams.
Oh, wonderful.
Of course, it occasionally led to people in catatonic states, but that was fixable.
Cabal makes a hasty motion with his right hand as if like he's signaled to somebody, and Bartholomew over here pulls out a parchment and paper and starts writing down madly. Like, write that down!
I will send you information later about the exact instructions there. You will just have to give me some time. I don't need to go and see exactly what the hag's instructions were, but it will take me a little bit of a time to not say recall it or remember it. I have to... What's a good term for it? I have to see back into the past for it.
The Institute is grateful for this.
I think Kamal needs to go to an institute.
Let me even see if I can do it right now. Give me a moment. Maybe if I'm lucky, I will get it right. You see, Strahd closed her eyes, and they sit motionlessly there. There's just nice music filling the hall and plenty of food, but Strahd is currently motionless.
Someone go poke his nose.
Yeah, clearly this is where we should attack him.
No, no, you will do no such thing. Cabal looks around, and even though you guys are silent, he tells you guys to pipe down.
Okay.
About 2 minutes of sitting there silently, and then Strahd opens up their eyes. I believe I have found it. As they divine to you the exact steps for making the dream pastries, Cabal. Top to bottom, every ingredient listed out as if it came from a parchment.
Oh wait, he says it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they will tell you.
And tell me.
Bartholomew writes it down.
The most notable aspect of it is definitely that it seems to use sorrow as an ingredient, of which is not quite as specified in exactly how to acquire it. But you recall that the hags had, like, a liquefied sorrow.
Yeah, we still got the worms, I think, right?
But you now know how to make dream pastries, Cabal.
Nice. I add it to my recipe book.
Perfect. Is there anything I can do for the rest of you while you're dining? And afterwards, you can have a tour of the grounds, but not of the castle above right now. It's in, I wouldn't say renovation, but when it's not quite in use, I simply haphazardly put the rooms around. They're not in any organized manner at the moment.
Yeah, they were kind of like that even when they were being used. You know how many times it took me to find the kitchen?
What, in the kitchen?
So you know how many times it took me to find the kitchen?
Sorry about that. The castle, I like moving things around very occasionally. Oh, speaking of moving things around, I have somebody I need to introduce you to. Because you see, I believe, the people have come to me in their time of need saying, Strahd, we are sick, and our persons that we rely on for our sicknesses are nowhere to be found. I heard you were relieved from your duties. I have found a replacement for you. But of course, feel free to enjoy the dinner in the meantime. Let me introduce you. They go ahead and clap their hands about. Right, just like a nice clap. As the doors swing open and you see this figure.
Yo, you got the clappers installed? No.
You started dinner without me. I'm hurt.
Just a few specific details. They'll introduce you later. Or do you say that little detail alone would stop you?
What?
I would never do anything against your intentions, my lord. He will sit here. He'll walk up and just sort of smile at the party.
He sees you walk in, and Cabal signals to his empty glass. Could you get your steward to bring me more wine?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Thinking emoji.
I hope I do not become tired of snapping by the end of the dinner. They snap their fingers and your wine glass is filled. But no, I kid. Please, imbibe as much as you would like.
Thank you.
Consider that this is a goodwill nature. Goodwill.
Big sip.
Now, as for the introduction, the one who shall replace us, Ire has to go around now and be more used to the people of Barovia. But this here is Vasily. They are one of my what's the word? Soldiers. They've been running errands around for me, but they will be joining you now in your quest around Barovia with Irina.
I'm back.
I prefer the term assassin, and he just glances at Strahd as he says the word assassin. And then smiles. Got a very charming smile.
Not a very accurate way of describing it.
The Institute
No,
welcomes you amongst its ranks.
Now, if is there anything else that you would like any information about? Otherwise, feel free to investigate around the castle grounds.
Belena will. She's been quiet the whole time, but she'll just be like, "Can I leave?"
To where? To Barovia.
No, this cursed castle. Can I leave?
And what would you say is wrong with the castle?
Bad vibe.
Please be more respectful of our gracious host.
Is it not enough for you now? The fine food, the fine wine.
The fine food, the fine wine.
I'm having a splendid time, so I don't know.
I don't like people. I want to be alone.
As the person that's hanging out with 8 other people.
Yes, because Strahd told me I had to stay with you guys.
But I believe so much in your potential. There's so much you could do, and if you become stronger, then you will never have to be constrained ever again. You, too, shall be able to escape from Barovia with all of us. Simply tolerate it for a bit longer. You'll be fine.
I have a question for you, Mr. Strahd.
Yes.
Do you recall how long you've been here?
Whew. That is a very difficult thing to answer. Hundreds of years? You kind of lose count after the first 200.
And what do you think is out there?
Out there, the world beyond?
Yes.
Somewhere certainly much brighter than here, that's for certain. It's dark and gloomy, and terrible, and filled with monsters that will attack you in the middle of the night. People crying, sometimes wondering about when they will eat again next.
And what if the world out there isn't as good as you think it is? This is all theoretical, by the way. I don't know what's out there. And I want to leave as much as everyone else does. I just, I wonder.
Well, we have some experienced guests here. Let's find out. How would you all describe the outside? Is it better than Barovia? Is it filled with more hope?
Well, depends where you go, I guess. 40 years ago, my entire family and village was slain by Celestials, so I don't know. Kind of hard to say.
It matters little. The world will soon experience a renovation.
By your hands?
By our hands.
Oh, well,
It's goodbye,
glad to be
communist.
included.
I do the
Kind of,
country.
actually.
My food? No, our food.
Our food. Your new empire!
Now, there's one reason why I think it would still be good, even if let's say for the sake of this argument though, that it is as terrible as it seems that every village in the world is attacked by Celestials and slain out there. It would still be better, because in the end, I would have the one most important thing that I would want. They sip from the glass without elaborating.
Go
All just
on.
bored listening.
It is
Yes.
embarrassing to say. For how can one talk about adventuring around with their love? Irina just slams her head into the table. Yes,
She gives me a lot of anime character vibes.
Yeah.
it shall be as wonderful as it can be. Being able to explore the grand world and not simply stuck in here forever.
Sipping from my glass. No, can't relate. Mm-mm.
If you're looking for someone, I could set you up.
At the moment. Who the hell is Barovia?
No advice from Strahd. Yeah, the master. He's
How
already got
available are
4
your
of them.
wives?
He already has 4 of them.
Now, plenty of tips to offer.
Clearly they're working for you, right?
In a sense. But it seems that our dinner here for now has concluded. I believe that there is not much else unless there is something else you wish to speak of.
We talk about dessert?
Oh,
Hey, I wouldn't
What would
mind
you like?
dessert.
what you got?
Creme brulee would be delightful.
Anything.
Got any more of those cookies left over?
They snap and you have cookies.
What is your favorite dessert, Strahd?
Oh, that is a tricky one. See, one of the unfortunate things about being a vampire is that you cannot really taste the sensation of cold anymore. So, a lot of the better desserts, I feel, well, I remember fondly from my time when I had better functioning taste buds, are not too cold. But things with vanilla are always quite nice. Although, ironically, you cannot grow any vanilla here inside of Barovia. The land better supports the trees as it is.
I think that might be due to the lack of sunlight.
That might do it. But I think the land is better off without any sun anyway.
Well,
It's also better off without the moon,
as
frankly.
long as you're happy, I guess.
Not quite yet. Happiness is a longer-term goal that we will all be working toward together.
Well, I'd like to try the dessert that you miss the most from your human days.
Give this one a try, as they will conjure up for you vanilla ice cream flan.
Oh,
Damn.
nice. Yum.
Me as a person, like a rose person, does not like vanilla, but I think Valona would like it.
You don't like vanilla?
No, it's a plain ass flavor that shouldn't exist.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Whoa!
Wow.
What the heck?
Whoa!
That's toxic.
Time to cancel Rose.
What is this?
EVP.
Yeah, we're not talking about
GBP.
me. We're not talking about me right now. She will just like try it, but not say anything more about it, because showing emotions is cringe, as they say.
Okay.
Yo, pass that over here so I can dip my cookies in it.
You know,
She reluctantly shares.
there's
She's not
no
very
need
much
to-
a people person.
You don't grab the people person. If you don't like the food, pass the food.
There's not no need to share when there's plenty for all. As every
How did-
single person has some vanilla ice cream flan conjured in front of them.
Now, another question for you, Strahd. How the fuck did you get vanilla if trees don't grow here?
Damn.
Ah, you see? I do not need to get it. This castle is a wondrous thing. As I have full control over it, I'm able to conjure anything of my or any other person's desire.
Wait, but you can't conjure a door out of here?
No. The powers that be will not allow it. It's like conspiring against me, I think. Unfairly, I might add. Also, when it's conjured in front of Irene, they just kind of push it to the side without actually eating it.
Trees just doesn't touch the food at all. He doesn't even push it to the side. He just leaves it as he found it.
Dang.
I've tried everything I could think of trying to get out. The most successful one that I thought might work was, are you familiar with the astral plane? Oh, of course, you were there not that long ago.
By choice, but yes.
See, I thought, the astral plane, it must connect to everywhere else. I can simply float out. And I tried and I almost got killed for my efforts. And do you know what I found at the other end when I finally went days and days of traveling to the edge?
Almost killed, you say. Got it.
Do you know what I found? I found absolutely nothing of note. For beyond the edge was Barovia again. It simply looped back into itself.
Wonderful.
There are powers beyond me that wish to keep me in here. And I think it is not fair to everybody else in here. For if it's simply me that they wish to take prisoner, why must all of you be in here as well? I think this is an injustice that must be corrected. And I believe that is something that we can work on.
One more question, and I promise I will stop nagging. Why did you just recently take an interest in what I do? I've been here for years and haven't been bothered by you. I mean, not that this is a bother, but you know, you never took notice or interest until recently.
But I saw the potential. You were going around gathering some noteworthy respect from those over in Kresk. And I believe that you had the potential to become strong, for you see, you all are not the first group that I have sent here in Barovia who has arrived, seeking to escape, seeking to get stronger. But you are certainly the first ones who have made it this far. All the others have passed away in one way or another, and they have all failed to protect my dear, sweet Irina.
How did they fail if she's still here?
Eyes emoji.
She missed the war session, I guess.
That's a good way of being able to explain this. Simply put, they all died. What more is there to say about it? Such is the failure of their attempt. They're straight up lying about this.
Yes, because
Wait, about what specifically?
we know that Irina.
About that the previous groups failed because they all died.
Oh, I mean, he'll have to die beyond that.
Cabal takes it as face value because he doesn't remember what happened. At one time, we were all super well guarded in the Fortress of Silence. He doesn't recall what was discussed.
Matt and Irina will say something themselves over to respond to this. You say that they all died, and I remember this, Strahd, that they all passed away. But tell me something that I want to know. Why is it that I can't remember why I've died? It doesn't make sense that I've been with all of them in the very short amount of time that I've lived. Strahd's eyes will be shocked momentarily, but return back. It's a little complicated. Your existence is a little bit tricky and perhaps not a dinner time subject.
Is it more of a brunch subject? Because we could sleep over. There's plenty of room.
There is
I
plenty
was
of
saying you
I
don't
don't
want to
think
be
you wanted
here.
to stick around. You wanted to leave not too long ago.
Bologna bipolar?
Huh?
Is Bologna bipolar?
No, it's just if I have to be here, you know, might as well get the most information out of this. And when she's like gonna leave, she meant like just to leave on her own.
You will have plenty of
But,
time to be able to. But if you all do wish to stay, I do have the accommodations available. But it is up to you. You have plenty of other things that are on your plate, I believe.
I will do as my party wishes.
Atreus has no intention of staying.
Speaking of Atreus, sort of look over and over at their direction. And is there something about the food that you did not like? Do you
Just
only
not-
eat? Are you a picky
Just
eater?
not hungry, sir.
And not thirsty as well, it seems.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortably quiet for a couple of seconds.
During that silence, that downtime, Vasily will quickly interject. Well, if we're speaking of solutions, as you mentioned, there's one that you've still not tried.
And what would that be, my dear Vasily?
Why my count? Your own death. Surely that is the easiest way to escape these lands that you so long to leave.
It's an idea. It's an idea. It's certainly the one thing I've not tried. But let me think. If assuming that this is a prison meant to encompass me in here, I do not believe it will quite work. My assumption is that I would simply return. Again. Forever. Or I would disappear forever, which is not much better than the alternative. Being prison certainly doesn't have much of an appeal, but neither does the endless expanse of oblivion. Especially not one without my love.
Well, if you ever wish to reconsider, I'll happily oblige. Oh, joking, of course. Anyone
That's
with
silly.
Why is emoji?
They're always full of these jokes.
Indeed. Also, with anyone with insight of, say, 10 or more, you can tell he's not joking.
Imagine having any insight.
I can't
Vasily
imagine.
here has been quite reliable. They work alongside me as a right-hand man alongside Rahadin. Rahadin is my lieutenant. You met them out there earlier. They might be a little bit quiet, but they are kind and full of much loyalty. Much like I come to expect from all those who are close to me.
Yeah, he's a vaguely cool dude.
Do you consider us close?
So far, you have not done much that has gone against my interests, and we are now working as a team, aren't we? We're all a team in this, together, to get out.
A team together.
Team
Oh,
is
must
a
have
word.
missed this team planning session.
Now
He's
there is
explained
one.
his plan to get out.
There
Oh,
is
there you go.
what. There's one. If in the interest of being a team, I will divulge upon you the secret that I had learned when I became a vampire. For you see, far, far over to the south, I believe you had fought a giant bird one time. Up
Oh yeah,
above.
we're acquainted.
I got to see. Oh, poor Hafter. And the ring that they bore with them. Gone up onto the mountain. But for as much power as I have over my own domain, I cannot go up that mountain. I cannot. And I do
What?
believe that there might be something worthwhile there if you're looking for the challenge to become stronger. But I'd recommend against it. I think it is safer to become stronger down here instead.
Do
There's
you have
nothing to be
any
gained
idea what's up there?
When
Oh,
he
yes.
says I'd recommend against it, does he look like he's afraid of something or hiding something? Is there like a reason?
Oh yeah, I just asked yeah, you have anything idea as to what it is actually up there? You haven't seen
Yeah.
it yourself.
This will provide some insight to Cerise as well. Oh, I was up there once. It is where I initially became a vampire. But it involved trials and tribulations with an army of men of 200. And out of every single one of them, I was the only one that made it. It was a very long and perilous journey. That giant beast that you see was not there at the time, but it was still filled with much utter tribulation. There was blizzards, and it was difficult to see. I could not even... The wizards that we had on hand, those who... I'm not familiar with their spell books, but even their ability to fly was impeded. Some of them froze on the ground that they walked. They were talking in the middle of their sentence as you saw them turn into icicles. It was awful, terrible. And then at the top it's but a boring, latent temple serving as what may be considered a tomb. And from there I was able to bargain with a dark power that happened to be trapped, and everything else has been history since. I do not think it is worth the ascent. If the only thing we need is for you all to become stronger, you are better off not going up there.
This has piqued Atreus' interest.
Can Aya see if he is any other motive to that statement? sounds like he's suggesting don't go there.
That does seem to be the suggestion, is to not go there.
What if he means do go there instead, though?
Just to be clear, we can still do whatever we want, and if we do want to go up there, we can. Right?
You know what,
You
you're right.
can. I would just be gravely disappointed because you would all die. And that would be terrible. We'd have to start all over again.
Have you no
A silly
faith in
laughs.
us?
What did Balloon say?
I said, have you no faith in us?
Not for this task. I believe that the ascent is too difficult.
And I think that whatever is keeping you here may not want you up there, but I don't think we are a part of the contract. That's worth a shot. Maybe not
Well-
right now, but at some point.
If you manage to get down from there successfully, and you manage to find another way out, well, that would be brilliant. But if you happen to die, the past month and 2 months or so would have been a waste.
Well, you have a whole lifetime to get out of here, right?
Unfortunately.
What is
So-
a few months to a century,
Exactly.
papitas?
I think if it's a risk, or I believe that it may be a risk worth taking at some point in our adventures.
I suppose the only downside is I will not be able to protect Zaire in case anything bad happens to them. I don't need your protection, it's fine. Oh, but they say so. They kind of do. They whisper over to Vasily.
I believe
But-
we can protect each other. No need to worry.
And look, make sure of it, will you? Make
Well-
sure of it.
If I'm not able to protect her, I'll likely die too. And you can't kill me twice, Strahd.
How much you on bet?
they respond. You can't kill me twice. You just see them like smiling and looking over at you.
Kaval thinks about how many times he's died.
She is extremely nonchalant about everything. Like, death does not phase her, so whatever. If you kill her, she will not care.
The portion after death is the scary part.
Oh no, I'm dying.
Oh no.
Die.
Power word kill.
Well, this is life now, I guess. Oh wait, no, it isn't.
Let's make sure it's not our life. That much is for sure. Now, if you're looking for things worthy of... You have all become quite powerful, so you will need powerful threats in order to challenge you. But you cannot grow without challenge. I have a few targets in mind if you're looking for something. You see them wave their hand up and a little parchment extends out from the edge of the table here and moves upwards. That way you can see a big list. Let's see. Those werewolves are one you can take out. There is a mad wizard up at the top of a nearby mountain. Killing them might be a challenge. They might be worth taking out as
Mad
well.
mage.
That angel that lives over at Kresk, they were quite powerful last time I saw. And you might be able to take them out as well.
Might.
The hags as well. I have no more need for them. And if you have much potential in you, then I'd recommend her as well. And you see them looking. Oh, there is one more thing. Over at the northeastern edge of Barovia, there is a little settlement there. And in that settlement, there is, you may say, there used to be an order dedicated to trying to purge out the undead, you may say. And now their ghosts simply haunt a manor that exists over there.
Yeah,
That may be worth getting rid of as well. That would pose a suitable challenge for you.
You said to the northeast?
Yeah,
You wanna show us on the map?
Yes. Okay, well,
Directions.
Can
Give me
you
a
give
moment.
us detailed GPS directions?
yeah, give me a moment. Oh, your map is so better. So many dark patches. Yeah, let me fix that for you.
Oh. Wow.
Well,
Wow. Very cool. Very nice.
You're just straight up removing all of the blind spots.
You
No,
just
leave
drew
that
all
one
of
in the
that,
middle.
lol.
Leave that one in the middle.
What
Uh,
is he? How is he revealing this? By the way, I'm curious. Like, is he drawing it or what?
They hardly need to draw. They can basically will it into existence just by looking at your map.
What a Chad.
One word. Magic.
Hey, Strahd, could I possibly have magical powers?
Are you asking
Oh.
him to evaluate if you have magical powers, or if he can
No.
give you magical powers?
If he can give me magical powers. I want to will things into existence like you.
But only in the castle.
Yeah, I want to know about. I was just about to ask about this area.
That's where the text for Mount Baratok used to be.
Before we demolished it?
See?
Ah.
We've moved it.
so where's that manor?
Now it looks like a room.
It might be more accurate to say that both of these are Mount Baratok. I just thought it was redundant to have both, but sure, we can have both.
Now it looks like a Roomba with an antenna.
Where's? I don't see the manor. Where's the manor?
And they go ahead and
What's the matter? Sorry.
What's the matter with you?
Not much. Just the manor.
they point over to this area right here. Over there. There is. I'm not sure if a manor is really the most accurate manner of describing it. Did you see what I did there? But there are some
I
ghosts
laughed in
over there,
character.
and removing them from existence is perhaps worthwhile for them and for you. When you get so strong, you must actively seek out challenges, and if you do not go for them, then you will not become stronger, and then we cannot escape.
Are you max leveled?
Max level? What is level?
Breaking the fourth wall.
Chris chimes in. What about the giant bird?
Ah, that
What's your
giant bird.
capstone ability?
I suppose it could be a suitable challenge, but I do not recommend even going up the mountain to begin with. So I
Do
will
you
not
think-
put it on the list.
Do you think it's some sort of god of sorts?
All I know is that it was not there the first time that I ascended that mountain. It was put in after I descended, I'm sure. But my ability to see around Barovia is limited up on that mountain. I cannot teleport up there. I cannot see up there. It is like a big black spot in my vision of my own land. How awful is that? Could you imagine living in your own house and having a door you can never open? That's what it feels like.
That's what living in Barovia feels like.
Yes, and that's why we're trying to get rid of this place. Or be rid of it, rather, might be more accurate.
Adrian's interest in the mountain only peaks even higher now because of his lack of. Because he can't see anything up there.
So we have this whole list right here. So we have the angel, we have the werewolves, we have the ghosts, we have the hags. By the way, if you are seeking the hags, they're hanging out with another resident of mine who I believe has served or used to me now. Their name is Baba Lysaga, and they live over there in the bottom left area of the map. I'll point it out
Baba
to you again.
Yaga? Holy shit!
Baba
the
Yaga.
original- there's Baba Yaga?
Baba
Baba
Yaga,
Saga?
the boogeyman.
Oh,
Oh.
the area we had with vampires in
Can
there.
you ping? Oh, right there? Wait,
Yeah.
the hags are right there.
Yeah.
Yes. That is what he's talking about.
Wait, so the hags are allied with Baba Saga.
Yes. That's what he said.
Normally, I wouldn't allow my own citizens to fight against each other like this, but I have no doubts in your abilities. And then when they are slain, you will become stronger, and I think that is more relevant than having some useless citizens of the land.
Huh.
Let's see, do you think you will need more to become stronger, or is that enough on the bounty?
I
We have
want
plenty to do to improve your realm.
Were you saying something, Walona?
No, just daydreaming. Sorry.
Now, if it is still not enough, I could, there is a big beast known as a Tarask. Are you familiar with it?
There's one roaming here.
No, absolutely not. No such creature roams around these lands. But I could make one for you.
I don't think you should.
Very well, if you do not need to fight one of them, but keep the offer in mind. You just want to keep your options open, do not become so focused on little details on what you can do to improve.
Be sure to keep that in mind.
The dinner is like almost melted at this point.
Melted.
Please feel free to explore around the castle grounds. I will tell the vampires around to move around and allow you passage. Just do not go up or downstairs. It is in disarray. And the Strahd will get up first. And will accentuate your exit by playing on the organ once more.
So you'll get up, give a little bow.
Aim.
Atreus just stands up and just walks out the door as fast as he can.
Irina is right behind you.
Teresa will follow suit.
So you'll tap the doll on its head with his staff.
I'm not gonna get a turn.
who was there
on the
Oh, wait,
piano.
As you pass by, I tap on your shoulder
This dude.
and signal to the thing.
This dude.
Tip the
This
man.
dude. Did you get a picture for
He
you?
hits it again harder, slightly harder. Before walking away.
Sorry, who was the one who
Wait.
trained Teresa again?
The one who trained Teresa was, I believe
Obi-Wan
it's.
Kenobi.
I think it's
Okay, yeah, I think she looks familiar. I'll give her a nod as I.
Yeah, they just like smile. Their teeth have all been sharpened.
Ow.
Wait, Cabal, did you have the were you doing anything Piddlewick there or?
What?
I thought you did something at Piddlewick, or unless I misheard.
Oh no. I was telling him to tip him.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh no, Vasily didn't tip him. He tapped him on the head with his staff.
Yeah, we should we stabbed him. Hey. He's saying, well, holding on to their little cello.
If no one stops him, Atreus skedaddles all the way to the front.
I thank my gracious host and bow, and exit. Exit Cabal.
Would Vasily know these people by name?
Yes, they absolutely would know all of them by name.
He just has a very, very brief, sort of pleasant sort of chat with them that you would kind of do when, you don't really care about them and it's a sort of a courtesy kind of chat.
Yeah. You talk over with. Let me get their names. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Escher.
Right or wrong.
There's Escher. Escher's the dude, and then there is Ludmilla, Volenta, and Anastrea.
Valindra.
The red one is Ludmilla. The masked one is Volenta. And finally... Oh wait, no, I got them mixed up. Yellow is Ludmilla.
Sorry, this one? Ludmilla.
Bottom left is Ludmilla.
And then finally, the red one is named Anastasia. I'm missing an R there, but whatever. But yes, you had like a little courtesy chat there, Vasily.
This is kind of a banger track.
I kind of hate it.
I hope that you like that the name of the song, that I titled the song is Organic Dinner.
Very comforting.
Nice.
I
Thanks.
hate it.
I think it's kind of ironic considering basically everything was synthetic.
Well, after everyone leaves, I will say, sorry about the questions. I've lived here for so long and never really had a chance to chat with you properly.
Oh, that is very understandable. And I'm glad that we finally had a chance to sit down and talk as well. I feel it will be mutually beneficial. Simply tolerate your companions a little bit longer, and you will soon be free of everything forever.
Well, that sounds like a threat, but thank you. Also, I like my companions. I just prefer to work alone.
To some extent, I understand. But every now and then, you find someone who you want to work with for the rest of your life. Hopefully you find that as well too.
That's just way too soft even for you. Alright, I'm leaving.
Come hither. It's time to tolerate the rest of your cohorts.
Tolerate the rest of your cohorts.
I'm sorry if I came out the wrong way. I do like you guys. People. As she passes by Vasily, she will just like nod and leave. Pass him.
Wait, we're still missing the clown.
He nods back in response.
You're just having a conversation with Rod and Andraste?
Yeah, we're just catching up, vibing.
Yeah. If you will, they'll actually ask you to demonstrate some of your blood magic.
I have a feeling I know what's
sure. I can cast something cool.
I wish to see your progress.
Syriza might peek back in and watch this.
And cast. Can I have some dead bodies full of blood near me, by the way? Can we just generate some of those real quick?
Give me but a moment. I will ask Master Strahd.
I like the idea of Strahd just killing the guard that asked him.
As he walks away, Vasily just say to Andraste, he always has to ask for permission.
Yeah, he seems like that kind of guy.
Right. You see that you turn around and there are dead bodies behind you. Interesting.
How many?
They look like they're still covered in soil.
That's irrelevant, as long as they got blood in them. That's fine. No, that's the wrong spell. So, basically, we might want to take this outside.
That's not ominous at all.
Boop. Oh, go over here. Over here.
Do.
No. Boom. I did not know if that worked. Hold on. I'm just gonna put spell description. That's better.
You draw out your own blood as well as the blood of corpses within 20 feet of you.
So if I spend 30 blood plus 5 per corpse near me, that's 30 plus 5 times X plus 14 damage in a 20-foot radius. Basically, big boom.
A massive tidal wave of blood just supports out as the corpses are desiccated. Rahanin nods in approval. You have gotten much stronger. One day we will spar. In earnest.
One day, and I look forward to that day. Just make sure you get permission first.
Rodden gives you a bow and returns to the castle. Giving
Silly
a
look
nod over to
back at him.
Cerisa, who they're vaguely acquainted with. With Atreus leading the way, you all head out of Castle Ravenloft.
As we leave, Io will communicate to the party in Arakocran, but using key mind magic, so you all understand, and will point out the parts where he thought Strahd was lying, or concealing information.
Cabal sticks one finger in one of his ears and shakes it violently as he's trying to calm down the voices in his head.
There's a black carriage waiting for all of you out there.
Can we ask you to take us wherever we want?
I wonder if we could take us to the base of the mountain.
Take me home.
Wait, where do you guys want to go next?
Country
I still want to
road.
go to the winery.
Country roads. Yeah.
Yes, Kresk, please.
Winery.
They're right beside each other, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're right
pretty
next to
much.
each other.
Mhm.
They could
The
literally go right.
winery is in Kresk, so that's why I say Kresk,
It-
not
Well, it's not in it,
Winery's
but it's
No.
so
not
close to
in
it.
Crest.
It's really close.
right next to it. I would
Yeah.
consider that a part of Kresk.
Alright.
Yeah, you'd get there to the winery in less than a day after that.
I mean, of the two options, Kresk or winery, I think I'd prefer Kresk.
But soon the mystery of the winery shall be revealed to you, Cerisa. So long ago.
It's okay. We'll only have to wait 20 more sessions. It's fine. It's already been 20. How long can it take?
Oh yeah, since
Yeah.
the beginning, since it's actually, are we leaving in the morning or what are we doing?
It's not
Now,
the
what
morning,
time
it's
is it?
night.
It's night. Like, are we staying the night at Strahd's or?
Heck no.
Wait, so did we spend like 8 hours
Nope.
at the castle?
Nope, but it's
Just
night.
He fast forwarded time for us.
Yeah, it's because it was dinner time.
Yeah.
It was
Alright,
dinner time.
Well, I feel like we should probably not travel at night,
Well,
but I mean,
I mean, we're
to
going by the
Kresk,
carriage, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
so
well.
if we go to Kresk, I suppose Bologna knows enough people there to like actually accommodate housing for everyone.
is it
What
gonna be
if we
dawn
just
by the time we
went
get there?
and murdered the hags real quick?
I would like that too.
It's nighttime
Is it gonna be
And?
dawn by the time we get to the?
and they're
winery
night
and
hags.
I mean, I don't know. You D&D peeps, do night hags actually get stronger at night?
No.
No idea.
So.
No, they don't.
Also,
They're considered night hags because they attack their people in their sleep. So.
also, when is
Oh.
night?
Is it gonna be dawn by the time we arrive?
Night when
No.
though? It's
I don't know how
Barovia.
long it
The
takes.
carriage goes pretty fast. I
It's
don't
extremely
know.
fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
didn't it take like a minute?
Yeah, so I think the options are really Kresk and the winery, and
Well,
I
in
guess
that
the
case,
hags is now an
I'm
option.
going to
Yeah.
pull out 3 animals from my bag of tricks before
Let's
the
commit
day
murder
starts.
on the way there.
Admittedly,
Oh,
even
no.
with the hags being added to the list, I'm still voting my vote for Kresk.
Me too.
So,
Wait, so how long did it take to travel from the castle to here?
It's
Less than
super
30
fast.
minutes.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's super
30
fast.
minutes. Holy shit.
Aqua, I need a jackal token and a black bear token.
Just remember you have mine too, so you can roll 3 more times if you
I
want.
can't. I'm not allowed to use more than one of the same magic item, even if they're different colors. So
Yeah.
somebody else has to open it.
Wait, we moved, a, we
Should I
moved
just
this
take it
far in
back
30
then?
minutes?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yep, from the black carriage. That's what that Strahd has. It took about less than 30 minutes to get there.
Bruh.
It's a magical carriage, Mark. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Bruh.
already done this several times now. So
Yeah.
Wait, then
not-
why did we get there at night? I thought we left in the morning.
He
Yeah, Strahd
it's
fast
forwarded
forwarded
time.
He fast.
Oh, okay. I missed
Yeah.
that.
You're
Like,
yeah,
I
you
said dinner, you're having dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, since I have keen mind and I know what time it is, how confusing is that?
very.
It's a little bit weird, definitely. It should not be this dark and drowsy. You don't feel sleepy at all.
Oh no, he's messed up all
Wait,
of our
so
schedules.
then does Barovia have day cycles, or
It does. They're
Was
just
it
hard to
just a
notice
show-
usually. Like, unless you're gotten used to it now, you can tell. But like at first, because there's a constant layer of clouds, it was difficult to tell whether it's day or night.
He messed up our body clock.
Oh,
Welcome to being nocturnal.
Damn. I used for several months I was blissfully unaware of the night cycles. Now I'm going to feel sleepy when I shouldn't, and it's all your fault, Strahd.
You can always just take a day off and try to reaccommodate.
I would
If
like
we,
to
t-
lose
if we
track of
take a
time.
day off, if we do take a day off, then the swords will be ready for, or the sword will be ready for arena. So there is that.
Well, you're heading to Kresk, so there is like and you are correct, Bologna, that you do have favor from being a natural Kresk resident. You had the favor of the mayor there, and you were very much able to acquire accommodations for the group. As I will get you to that map in just one moment. I just realized I was missing
also,
something.
after we're kind of like farther away, I guess. Bologna will properly greet Vasily, who is an old acquaintance of hers.
Is he a boomer?
No,
Not that old.
not old,
will-
but they've known each other for a while.
in his customary greeting, he'll like wand of flowers out a flower and hand it to. No need to be so cold.
I hate it.
He knows.
Yeah. They're very much like bickering friends, kind of. So
is Vasily going to introduce to the group more about themselves, or are they just going to keep to themselves?
well, I guess Bologna can introduce him, to encourage him to speak more.
Ah, yes, the antisocial one, encouraging others to be social.
Hey, listen, since I'm already stuck here, I might as well, get to know you guys. You
I
seem
think
like a
she's
good bunch.
bipolar.
We only fought some mind flayers together.
Indeed.
That's true. Maybe they did something to her.
But no,
Hey.
if
She'll just roll her eyes.
But if prompted, Vasily would probably sort of reintroduce himself to the party and sort of say, well, now we're in much less formal settings. My name is Vasily. You'll know me in time as the person who kills Strahd von Zarovich. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And he has like a sort of wicked smile as he says that.
I'm surprised you had the guts to say that directly to his face.
He has
Wow.
ambitions, this one. Strahd does not seem to care.
That
Apparently
will be
not.
his
Places. Unaware places.
It was actually quite amusing to see your insane plan in somewhat action. Like referring to actually stating that, you know,
Action?
you can take over.
Action.
Well, all the previous attempts haven't worked, so may as well be open about it. There are still things in motion.
You are either very brave or very foolish or both.
Yep, both.
Both. Both is good.
Both is good. As the carriage goes up closer to Kresk, here is what you see. The road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot high tall wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin, white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up to the walled settlement to the abbey.
Oh.
You find yourselves over here. Oh, I'm not sure if it's moving.
Are we at the bottom of the road? I take it.
Yeah, the bottom road.
Elena's
still in the
gonna be
carriage?
like, welcome to my home.
Oh, we're tiny.
Oh, this place is already much more comforting than that castle.
Yes.
I think the castle is delightful.
I hated every second of it. As Atreus finally takes off his helmet.
What a man.
Wow.
Was the food not to your liking? I take it.
I don't eat suspicious food. Much like I did eat those cake dream pastries when they were first served to me.
Well, they're
Dream
no
pastries?
longer mystery.
You don't want to know.
I still got some if you want to try one.
No.
Not you. A new guy.
Which one? Technically, there's 3 new guys.
Yeah.
They come to that.
Also,
Everyone have one.
we're
I still have
Baro-
4.
we're Barovians, well versed in dream pastries.
Mm.
I thank you for the kind offer, but I will have to decline. I'm much too stuffed from that meal.
Yeah, I can't believe he got vanilla.
Vanilla.
Approaching the gates.
Mhm.
Anything?
Here. Yes,
Roll shift.
here's what you see as you approach over to the gates. The air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is a set of pair of 12-foot high, tall, iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name: Kresk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously. That is, until they see Bellona. Bellona!
Do you have pictures of them?
And then they fire. Roll initiative.
No, they're just regular guards.
Alright.
Let me see. Do I have a guard token? I mean, I just have it's a very generic guard token. Hold on.
Do they have names?
Yes, they have names. Great names. Names that you know. You call them by their names.
Guard 1
Alright,
and guard 2.
that is my my cue to make up names.
Is it Bill and Phil again? Are you going to call them Bill and Phil
Bill
once
and
again?
Call
No.
him Phil. We already know Phil.
No,
We gotta kill him now.
actually, I was thinking about Johan and
Sebastian
Chris.
Bach.
I don't know why I thought
Christopher.
Sebastian. Johann Sebastian.
Stuff.
Christopher and Johan. That's their name. You should write that down somewhere because I will forget.
Somebody type that here.
I will greet them. Are they like up on the wall?
Yeah,
Are they up on the wall?
they're up on the parapet there. Yeah.
Okay, I will wave at them and I'll say, "I bring company. Let us in."
They ask you to do the customary thing to show that you're not like a shapeshifter or the like, of which just usually there's a in front of the gates there seem to be a variety of magical looking tools that seem to be able to detect whether or not you are undead or whether or not you're a shapeshifter or anything else. By simply holding on to it, it will just ding out whether or not you're safe for clearance in.
I will do that.
Make sure that they go through the process. But otherwise, welcome back, Bologna. It's been a bit.
Did we make Irina not do it?
I had some
you-
things
yeah,
to take care of.
As that's mentioned, you do actually see Irina just slowly
I'll-
making their way over to the side.
I will just like kind of look at her
Right,
like.
I'm gonna get behind Miss, or actually get in front of Irina and cast the magic aura spell on her.
Listen, Bologna is just gonna like bend the rules a little bit for Arena. Don't worry, she'll like, reassure her with a look.
I'll lick. Is that what you just said?
Don't you know not to lick doorknobs? That's how they spread COVID.
You calling Irina a doorknob?
I mean, she kind of was at the beginning.
And she'll say to Vasily, "I don't think you've gotten the chance to come in Krusk, right?"
I don't believe so. Pending checking backstory.
You probably haven't. There's almost nothing of like specific note that they have requested for you to go into here for. Like, you know about it. You probably entered a few times, but never like, in an actual invested way.
Yeah. Went in, collected taxes, went out.
Like, hold on, let me check my backstory. Like, pulls out a piece of paper as they proceed to read it in front of everyone.
Like, wait a moment, let's check this.
Well, it's like Balona's making a point of saying like, "Hey, this is my domain," Usually it's all Vasily's domain, but this one she got.
He would start by saying, "Of course, I would have no reason to go to." Of course, your domain. Please lead the way.
He is annoyed at like the thought of Kresk not being significant enough for Vasily, but kind of brush it off.
Are you visibly not smiling?
She is kind of like jokingly annoyed at it, but not like actually,
Okay.
She's not like annoyed. She just like rolls her eyes at him. But yeah, okay. Anyways,
audibly rolls her eyes.
Audibly.
Pipe down over there.
Rolled her eyes really loudly.
Rolls her eyes loudly.
Give me a second. I was just Okay, so you enter in Vasily. You go and hold on to the little bell. Ding! It clears you in. Atreus. Ding! Ilion, Andraste, Cabal, Misk. You're all dinged in. Irina's like looking.
Sighs in relief.
Am I a clone? Nervous. Going through airport security, but wait, what if I accidentally have a gun?
What if I am the
It's not so
decoy?
much that, it's more so much that, what if
Bartholomew
I'm
makes a
accidentally a
gunshot noise.
vampire?
What if I'm accidentally a vampire?
I'd be out of spell slots, but I ain't out of options.
Cabal Bartholomew goes like, "Ba-doom," like a gunshot.
He would. I think
Uh,
he's murdered more people than all of us.
Sarisa, do you grab onto the bell? It doesn't ring at all. Hmm.
She lets it go and gives it back.
Bartholomew opens his mouth and beeps in the sound of a bell.
Have Bartholomew make a performance check.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
hold on, I have a thing.
Her performance is charisma.
And Sarisa, if you had to make a guess on why it's not dinging, it's because it can't. It's divination, and so it doesn't do anything. Divination magic doesn't work on you.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, wait a sec. Wait, is it like a divination spell or is it just divination?
I mean, can I just turn that feature off? Does it ding?
So you're holding on to it, and then you turn it off after you're holding on to it.
And I guess I let go and grab onto it again. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I would know. Would I have known this beforehand with Arcana knowledge?
No, you've never seen this before.
Okay.
But regardless of any case, you hear it ding.
Are they done?
Give me a second.
They got roll wisdom insight checks.
The guard, you see like one of the guards rubbing their eyes at the bell. You're clear. Sorry.
Why does it need to be polished again?
Irina touches the bell. Ding.
She has R on her. Okay.
Okay, that was stressful. Perhaps
You've
it's
been
not
here
best.
I'm
before,
gonna
Irina.
elbow Irina on the side when she says that.
At least I'm not a shapeshifter.
Sorry?
I have been here once before, I'm sure. But I scarcely remember anything about it except the profound sense of deja vu.
Well, I don't know about that, but let's go find the mayor. I don't know where he is.
Let me
Where is
describe what
he?
it looks like inside of here.
Go ahead.
The mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between strands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and a road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. Up at the top there is a very large abbey, and up on the abbey is a very large bell, which dings out. Dong. Dong.
Oi, it's too bonk.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You go over to one of the cottages nearby and you find the mayor, actually, of the town, who opens up. Bologna!
Almost sounded like he was in pain.
They get up. They're just having a nice sit.
Krezkov and Krezkova. Okay.
Give them a hug.
They return it graciously back. It's good to see you. What can we do for you? And you have a lot of friends today.
Yes, well, I got a little mishap. I went to investigate one of the tasks that were given to me. You know, the thing about the diamonds. And, I got to meet these wonderful folks. She's definitely like a different person with the Baron. Like she's not as grumpy or anything, and like speaking friendlier. And she'll say, and unfortunately, also Strahd, who asked me to do a couple of things with them, and we need shelter for the night. We're gonna go to the winery tomorrow morning.
You talk to Strahd? Why? Oh, don't let that bring any bad omens here, but I trust you. As they receive the flower from Vasily. Thanks. This will grow nicely here. They'll go ahead and immediately place it into a potted plant. Looking about the area, it's clear that the place around here is not just forested, but is occasionally has what it seems almost like tillable land. People grow their own fruits and vegetables, and it's like a very self-sufficient village.
Vasily will attempt to stealthily just wave his hand behind his back to cast Druidcraft on the plant to get it to grow. Because I think Druidcraft was buffed for that, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It's only somatic, but
okay.
The somatic components have to be in front of you, so there's no like it's way to stealth it. The only way to do it is like solo spell. But I mean, like they're not gonna say no to. Yeah, that's not gonna say no to it. Bloom, the flowers around bloom, and your friendship with the Baron has gone up a little.
They will not forget this.
In a good way.
You are granted various accommodations, and everybody has a nice little spot from which they're able to rest for the night. Some people got to share the house, basically. There's like 3 houses available for everybody.
Does Bologna have a house?
You have your own house, Bologna.
Where is it? Which one?
We'll
this one
say
right here.
we'll say it's this one, sure.
Oh,
Big
which one?
house.
All right. I'll say
Clearly
I
not on the
have
land,
2 spare beds in case anybody wants to come over.
I mean,
Are your
I
parents
think I
home?
kind of need to. You have to invite me in.
Of course. And Vasily, if you'd like to come, since I know you the most, you're welcome to.
As long as you don't mind me, perhaps redecorating it back. He says, smiling.
Expected of you.
Atreus will have a look around of Kresk before lodging for the day, as he's trying to find, I guess, any sort of chapel or any sort of location for that angel.
There is a gigantic abbey up above. It
Is that where
dwarfs
the bell is?
down.
So that's
Yes,
where
that's
that
where
is.
the bell is.
I will kind of explain to both of them in my house. If you guys want to like kind of chat about the village before you go to bed, like you can come to the house up here. But she'll like tell you that it's always like donging. What's the word? Ringing, I
correct.
guess.
It's always
But
donging
nobody
Donging.
in,
when you play
Donging.
Heimerdinger.
but nobody
Dong.
knows like why.
Thank you, Crystal.
So
Can't explain the donger.
Raise your dollars.
But yeah, she'll tell you what she knows about the bell, since it's like kind of like the main thing about the village.
And that is indeed correct. The bell up there seems to ring for no apparent reason, and nobody has ever gone up or gone down. It's bad. It's considered a bad mojo. Nobody's tried.
It's so wild that people live
Like
so
to go
close
up
to
it?
there's a road extending up to it, as you can see over here.
Yeah.
It winds up. But
Yeah,
nobody's gone up.
She'll say, like, I've been here since I was 5 years old. That's when my mom took me in Barovia, and we came to Kresk, and it's been doing the same thing every single day. And I was warned as a kid not to go up there or even question it. I don't know what's up there. I've always been curious, but I've been raised not to question it, and so I won't, because the people of Kresk, they're the only family I have left.
Sounds like we need to go up there sometime.
Sounds like we're gonna have to, yeah.
Well, I was hoping you'd say that. Because I want an excuse to do it.
Are you going to do that this night? Day
No.
question? Night day?
No.
Day night?
No.
Wait, do we even have a reason to look for the angel anymore?
I mean, no.
Okay.
Barry's not here. I guess you could.
Maybe if we wanted
I
to kill
mean,
it.
they've got a bounty to kill it.
Well, yeah, Strahd has a bounty to kill it. As far as Atreus is concerned, this isn't it. We're the ally against Strahd.
Yeah.
If Strahd wants to kill them.
Okay.
And also, Polina will say, I don't know anything about an angel.
Atreus ponders climbing up the thing, but it's late at night, so he's like, probably shouldn't.
It's more like early at night.
Oh, it is only?
Because remember, you all first thing in the morning went up to castle, and it's night, but no hours actually passed, so it looks night, but it's like time-wise still morning.
So I guess technically, it's not even a long rest time because we're still like fully awake and active.
Yes.
All right, yeah. Atreus will slowly start making his way up there. If there's no citizens of Crest stopping him.
There is not. Is anybody going to join Atreus? I imagine you didn't just like decide to head out by yourself without telling everybody else your plan.
I'll join him.
Miska's joined you.
How quickly would this have been, like, upon, like, getting to Kresk?
Oh, I imagine that people
Yeah.
had time to settle in first.
If
Okay.
Beluna knows about it, she will tell you, like, to wait. But if she doesn't, then you can go.
Even if you did tell him to wait, he'd probably still go anyways.
Yeah, in that case, you can do it. Do whatever
Okay.
you want.
Would Bologna join in that case, or is Bologna just also going to wait?
Nope, Beluna's gonna be in her house, like, making tea for her guests or whatever.
Alright. A crack squad of Ilian, Misk, and Atreus begin to ascend up the hill.
I'll...
Bartholomew goes with him too.
Just Bartholomew.
Yeah, just Bartholomew.
I will
He's very
tell you, I will tell... What the fuck is his name? Oh my god. What is your character name? Jesus. Crap.
Oh, is it what it's going to be like?
Cabal?
No, Cabal, thank you. Holy shit, I spaced out. I'll tell Cabal, like, I hear you're a good cook and I have lots of ingredients here.
Excellent.
If you want to get a crack at it.
Oh yeah, Aqua, can you give me access to a jackal token and a black bear?
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that. Vasily, you cast Druidcraft to see what the weather's like. It's going to be a nice, cool day. Probably. Give me a moment. I'm going for the import. But, oh, there we go. A jackal and a what?
A black bear.
I'll sort them into the actual folders later.
So, in terms of what you said, Vasily, she'll be like, hey, what is that supposed to mean?
I'm just double checking a spell. I'll get back to you on that one. Obviously,
Okay.
that's out of game.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they'll be. I'll have to organize them appropriately later.
Oh god, the jackal is so squishy and weak. That's fine. I have 2 jackals
Alright.
and a black bear.
The little crew of animals, Atreus, Miska, and Ilion go up. The switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose
Oh, wait.
gravel and chunks
Here,
of
I'll
broken
add one
rock.
more. There we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I mean, I could if I guess.
My
Since,
clone.
since everyone seems to be doing it.
You're gonna pull out a mountain? Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, the path is only 10 feet wide. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, they could climb on the side of it.
They have
Yeah.
climbing speed.
Okay.
The switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, and the air grows colder as one nears the top.
Oh, how tall is this?
It's not like, cold. It's just, you have to go
Oh.
up a lot
Oh,
of feet.
okay. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah,
like,
it's just funny because like this is only a couple hundred feet of a pathway, 1,000 feet of a pathway. We're talking like less than a quarter mile, and you're talking like we're going up a mountain. I'm like, oh fuck, like
Yeah,
this is
just
actually
colder
just
up
like
there.
this is just a 20-degree incline from here to here. Like
No, it looks like it's about like 500, 600 feet up.
oh
okay,
Jesus, okay.
okay.
So, steep. Not mountain steep, but very high hill. Alright. You find yourselves at the entrance over here.
What an entirely different map. Okay,
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, so where are we?
here.
The monastery,
Wow. Map is.
It's more of
pretty
an
big.
abbey, really.
the abbey.
Akko, when you get a chance, can you change the homunculus back to not being blue buff?
Oh, yes. Right, we had to
Oh, that's-
temporarily do that, right?
Yeah.
I think blue buff looks pretty good.
Yeah, but I already have blue buff for the construct.
Oh, okay.
It's
I got
not
the
a
actual blue
floating
buff.
pot.
You can make it red buff, or you can make it Craig.
It was little the pot
Yeah, the
Little
floating.
Oh,
the
the pot.
floating.
Okay.
Yeah.
cauldron.
With a big smiley face.
Alright, I guess we arrive at the top. What do we see here?
More animals than people.
You might be more right than you think. As you get to like right about this entrance, you hear a voice from one of these walls over here. Turn back! There is nothing for you here.
Let me mocks them. Turn back! There's nothing here for you!
Bartholomew's mimicry.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they said turn back, so I'm gonna turn around and walk backwards towards the door. Like I'm gonna
You're gonna turn
moonwalk.
around 360 degrees and walk away, my dude.
No. I'm gonna moonwalk towards the door.
Walk into Mordor. Got it.
Yeah.
Moonwalk into Mordor. Oh my god. Either way, as soon as I guess it does say that, Atreus will probably say something along the lines of, we're just passing by. We just want to have a look.
Passing by. There's only one way up here, and only one way down. You should go down.
Kresk is big. We just like to see the sights. There's a big chapel up here.
See the sights to make fun of us again?
Again.
There's
I've never
nothing for
been
you
here
here.
before in my life.
I'm
There's
not.
nothing for you here.
I'm not a citizen of Kresk. I'm just an adventurer looking around. Actually, I was kind of hoping to meet somebody.
Don't make me get the abbot. As they open the door and they have a shovel. You're looking at you menacingly.
To Yorick?
Oh my god, it's a furry.
Oh wait, no, it's furry.
It's what the fuck?
Oh, interesting.
Furwick.
What
my God,
the
it's a were.
fuck?
Thanks,
Really?
I hate it.
As
I know, I
Atreus
hate
is
it.
looking at them, as he's only, I guess, mildly perturbed by this man beast thing. As he says something along the line. Look, all right. I'm a friend of, at least, of normal beast kind, anyways. I really don't want to engage in any sort of combat with you.
Let me go ahead and describe what they look like more in depth, by the way. They appear to be about 4 feet 9 inches tall, though they seem to squat lower than that. They look kind of like a beardless dwarf with patches of donkey flesh covering their face and body. They have one human ear and one wolf's ear, a protruding wolf snout and fangs. Their arms and hands are human, but their legs and feet are leonin, and they have a donkey tail. Like they laugh like a donkey as they respond back over to you. And what? You think that makes we're animals? Is that it?
No, of course not. I don't think that at all. Look, I really just wanted to. I think there's somebody here, and I think if I'm correct on this, I would really like to speak to them.
And what would that be about? You hear a second voice rounding about the corner. This one's a bit cooked as they poke about. But you can tell that something's up with their face, even from here, without them poking their whole body out.
Can't see their face.
Yeah, they're intentionally hiding it.
Oh, I had to zoom in. I was like, where? I bet you he's like half rabbit or something.
You're trying to talk to them? I want to hear them, what they want to say, the outsiders.
Looks like kind of a reptilian Zuko.
I mean, as I said, we're we're not villagers of Kresk. That would be my first time up here, and if the rumors are true of what I've heard of this place, there's an angel here. I would really love to speak with them, if possible.
The abbot is our angel, this is true. This person, the left half of their face and body is covered with lizard scales, the right with tufts of gray wolf fur. Between these tufts is pale human skin. One of their eyes is that of a feline, and their fingers and hands resemble cat paws with opposable thumbs. They have a gruff voice and wear a gray cloak with black fur trim. How do you know about the abbot? And what do you want to ask of them? We should just hit them with the shovel and be out here. Calm down, Alto.
Well, 2 instances of the angel came up in my travels. Once a literal angel requested it. The quest was given to somebody else, but I overheard it. And second, I dare not speak of, but their name did, or at least the angel did come up again.
Bartholomew lands before them, and out of his inventory pulls out the doll of Strahd von Zarovich, pulls a string, and goes, "How does it go, Jay?"
Blah, I'm Strahd von Zarovich.
And Bartholomew pecks at him. Peck, peck, peck.
Wait, I have a totally random question. When the doll says that, does it pull Strahd's attention? Should we be concerned?
They look over at the doll, and they look over at you. Make a persuasion check at advantage there, Atreus.
Unfortunately, I have to do that at normal then. But he's good at these.
Wait, how far away do I
Famous
have
last
to
words,
be?
dude. Don't say that.
19.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait, why do you have disadvantage on persuasion?
Because of my paranoia.
He's cursed.
Oh, I could have also been doing this. I am very good at persuading.
19 seems reasonable, I think.
Yeah, but it was Atreus who was talking.
Yeah.
It's, as they look you up and down.
Oh
That's
shoot!
up to
It's actually an 18. Sorry, wild intuition is not applied to this. I don't know why it was
Gotcha.
checkmarked.
Oh, sorry, the DC was 19. No.
Oh no!
They look you up and down. Let's let them meet the abbot. What? What do you mean? Let the abbot decide. We've always trusted what they've said. If any of you pull any funny business, I'll hit you with the shovel. Real hard. Yeehaw!
I will be sure to keep that in mind. As Atreus unsummons Blue and steps off of him.
And keep your eyes to yourself.
As
Not spectacle.
as he also enters, Atreus will take off his helmet.
Well,
There.
Bartholomew is largely unsupervised now, so he's gonna stare all he wants.
A person over there, or
I like how the three
person?
people up here, by the way, is just 3 masked people.
The whole party, yeah.
That's true, actually. The mask group.
Yeah.
Not the
Atreus, you gotta keep your mask on, man. Come
I
on.
just realized how great.
I mean, he
how-
could, but he'd find it rude.
I love how the monkey token looks in the bottom right for my character icon. I forgot to change it back.
Ape. You see this figure here is person, but their body seems to be made out of various different parts of animals. The donkey tail, their face,
What?
their ears seem to be like that of a bat. They have the fins of a fish over at the top of their head. They very intentionally move out of the way. One of them is like hiding as you're approaching.
Thank you for letting us cross.
Another one, not too much further up. Sorry, let me.
It's the Elithalich, he's back!
Oh, it's back! It's another
No.
mind player.
Are they turning into statues?
Oh my god, is it Jax?
It's Tentacle Jax.
So Alawi.
You see Otto Belfiu here with their shovel. They just keep on holding it, right? Like getting ready to whack anything if at the slightest sense of danger.
Why did you
You
just
get-
turn 90 degrees?
Why didn't you turn 90 degrees?
Because we were moonwalking into to the building.
Oh,
remember?
you're right.
You just literally scatter or run off.
You know,
There's
I'm
another-
gonna make it weird.
You're like dancing with your companions while you're fucking walking it.
I'm gonna make it
Okay.
completely off, like, center.
Meanwhile, we're just walking forward and you're just like spinning in a circle with all the animals.
Oh look, another one. This person's face seems to resemble that of a spider. Their arms, have even little lobster-esque qualities to them, and their head is largely deformed.
Ah, yes.
Oh, Atreus will see the spider and he'll have a look at them. Does this one look to be like the other spiders that are generally roaming Barovia, mindless, and seem to be basically nothing but drones?
Whatever it is, it's immediately backing away. Like
Ah.
all of them are backing away. There's like a small group just clustered here, just watching, but averting their eyes whenever you look back. But before you get any closer in that direction, this fellow here will knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Abbot, we have some more souls who wish to meet you, but they are not like us. After a brief delay, the door will open, and you will see the following individual. Give me just a moment. I thought I had prepared a handout image in advance, but apparently I did not. Ah, there you are.
Ooh.
The door opens up, and you see the following inside, and the following individual as well. Their
Wham.
helmets quite ornate.
Is that like flap on the side? Is that cloth or is that like metal?
Metal.
Okay.
It's a very ornate helmet.
Yeah, it just looks like
Zabel-
it looks like a sheer cloth, like the side of the helmet, but
Mhm.
at the same time, it's just like sitting like in that position. So
Yeah, that would be kind of odd if it was just a cloth, though. I think. It's kind of.
yeah,
In fact, the helmet's kind of odd, even.
yeah, no, it's
It's-
just it's like it's sheer, so I don't. It's metal is just also bizarre, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very much otherworldly. There's no helmet on the material world that seems like it should look like this at all. But that's what they will open up. Hello. Welcome to our abbey. What can I do for you
Downton
today?
Abbey.
Hi, hello. Yes. As I was saying for the gentleman who let us through.
I'm not a
we're-
man.
He was referring to this. Or
Yes,
it's-
they are the one who
it's-
said they are not a man.
Yeah. Like, sorry. As they let us through.
Wow.
We are
Oh wow.
we're adventurers. Basically coming from a different part of Barovia. Here and now stopping by here in Kresk. I've actually heard of rumors of the angel here at Kresk. I so desperately wanted to meet you.
Well, you and I have now met as the stars have ordained. This meeting truly was meant to happen. For all things that are meant to happen will happen, as has been foretold and will be such. Welcome.
Wow.
Please, please, allow me to bring our guests inside. This is a glorious day indeed. So beautiful.
Okay.
Let me
Slowly
get
enters.
a better view of what's inside here. Hold on.
Let's go.
I have to manually do a lot of these, shadow reveals.
Mhm.
We shall find proper seating for all of you. They head over to the store here and open it up.
Oh, lovely.
Over here you see what appears to be a patchwork humanoid. Their skin has been grafted together in various parts. Actually, I think we have the entire picture. Give me a moment. Yeah, I have the whole picture.
Cool.
All right.
They look. The abbot enters in. Vazilka, have a seat. We have beautiful guests with us today. Vazilka, here, attempts to pull out a chair and trips and lands face first onto the chair. They try again, and they kind of manage to get it this time. They don't completely sit properly, but they made a good faith effort at it.
Right. I guess Atreus will slowly enter the room as well.
Oh, their token's not the right size. I thought something was off about it. There we go.
Can you fix Draco's tokens?
What's wrong with Draco's token?
Supposed to be Bartholomew's size. Thank you.
Perfect.
Close enough.
Close enough. We have lodgings appropriate for all of your arrivals, as has been foretold. What can I do for you today? Are you here to free the beloved children from their fates? Or are you here to find answers to questions that you seek?
Well, I mean, I didn't know about any of the afflictions that were happening to any of your beloved children in this place. But actually, now that you brought it up, I actually kind of do want to know.
If I want to know, like, where you're alluding to specifically.
As to, like, what the heck is afflicting the people here?
These are no afflictions. They were like this. And I bring sanctuary to all those who would be lost and rejected from society. For those, how they look. Who knows the source? But surely, it is the divine's will that it be like this. For all imperfections are beautiful.
They were
Those-
born like this?
Surely they must be.
Wow.
Who knows as to why? Oh, such sad fate befalls them. But it's okay now. They're all here to rest.
Bartholomew rolls wisdom to find out what kind of yiffing went on to produce these kind of creatures.
Some
Barrels.
are more aberrant than others, and others more fortunate than not. But all are welcome here. And if you too be an aberration, you need not fret, for you will find your place here. And the Abbey.
Does this guy appear to be lying?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm gonna, if possible, can I have like a? My insight's pretty high here, but I don't know if I want to,
I mean,
because I don't have any way to subtly insight.
Draco will kind of slither up to him and do a little hiss thing.
I mean, I could maybe use observant. No, I could. I mean, I could maybe use an observant perception investigation that I can make. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I just use an insight check?
And that's what
You're not
Draco's
here.
like, going to make it very clear that they're insight checking.
I mean, can you even tell if a snake is insight checking?
Don't know.
Wait.
You want to find out?
Who are you insight checking?
I'm just curious to know if this abbot looks like he's lying
But
about
you're not
anything.
you're not even here. How would you be able to?
So reason seems
Draco.
to her familiar. Yeah, Draco's right here.
Okay.
Isn't it only from 100 feet?
I actually don't know. I thought it was 1 mile, but I could totally be wrong.
If it's fine familiar, it's 100 feet.
Oh, okay.
I think. No, wait, that's the telepathic speaking to them.
Oh yeah,
I'll
this
look
is
at it.
telepathic speaking thing. The oh no, the telepathic
Yeah,
speaking.
I think it's still 100 feet, no matter what.
Yeah, it
I
is
thought-
100 feet either way.
Yeah, that's okay.
Ilion or Misk, so have anything for this or?
Not really.
My
Like, the
insight
only thing-
ain't the best.
Yeah, and the only thing I could do is like I only have like persuasion, deception, intimidation, performance.
You know what?
Oh, I
I'm
have
gonna not-
insight proficiency. It's just that
No,
I
I got this.
just-
I got
I
this.
don't
I got
know
this.
a way.
I got this.
Okay.
Okay, I don't got this.
maybe I should have done the roll. My roll's way higher.
Yeah, and you,
Well, I
you
mean,
look over.
Are only one of us checking to see if they're like being deceptive here? Because like I don't trust what they're saying.
Anybody with proficiency is allowed to do, try. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't have proficiency. I was just kidding.
I
Like,
have,
if anyone has
I have,
proficiency, go
I
ahead.
have
Okay.
I have +6, but I do not have proficiency.
I guess it's only Atrius to decide if they want to try using an active insight check on them.
You know, maybe they know that they're being kind of sketch. So maybe they won't. Maybe if. Well, I find out if we pick a fight. I don't think this is gonna pick a fight. Hopefully, this is our pick a fight. Here goes.
I don't think they'll be able to tell that you're.
I
like,
mean,
trying
they're.
to analyze what they're saying.
I think Jay Rose, if you want to make an insight check, you have to make it obvious that you're doing it.
Yeah, because otherwise you're
okay.
always passively inciting people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Alright, you look them up and down, getting a much better view of every nook and cranny. There are literally tears beginning to stream out of their eye from the sheer conviction
Jesus.
of the truthfulness of their statement, Atreus. They feel as if they are true and just in what they're saying. And also, you notice that they have an unusual bone on the side of them. Like
Well,
on the
believing
hip.
that what they say is true is not the same thing as. Anyway, you know what? Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
wait, they have a bone?
A very large thigh bone that
It's a
is like
pick, actually.
latched onto the side of their hip.
Wonderful.
Wait, they have a thigh bone outside of their
Thigh.
what?
Yeah, yes, actually,
Okay,
yes.
they have a femur like where you would put a sword just attached to the side of their hip.
Yes, as in like not in a sheath, but kind of just attached by a loop. And as they raise up their hands in a sheer ecstasy of their own statements about the restfulness provided to all of these mongrels, it's clearly in view now as their robes lift up.
All right. I guess when he says something like, you know, that as he turns to look at the woman, question
Mhm.
mark, as he says, was she too born like that? That handiwork seems, I would say, man-made.
No, the Zuka here is a construct. For you see,
A
I
flesh
was
construct.
here one day many moons ago to fight against the devil himself, Strahd von Zarovich, but I failed. And now I try and train her to fulfill the task I could not do. You could see Vasilka here is like struggling to even pick up a fork. They look like they're trying to eat even though there is no food on the table.
Ah.
She
Bartholomew
is
tries
truly a wonder, learning so fast.
Bartholomew
Learning.
flies over
Heck.
towards the table. Oops. It's a little too close. And does the same thing again. He pulls out of his inventory the Strahd von Zarovich doll. Pulls the string, and how does he go again?
Hey, I'm Strahd.
Yeah. And he picks at it. And he kind of like inches it over to
Bleh, I am Strahd von Zer. You see the avid immediately move over and smash the doll with their thigh bone. Boom.
Jesus.
They smash and smash and smash and smash at it. That is not the real. What? But one day, it will be. And we will kill him, ridding the land of the devil himself. You have Arcana proficiency, Elaine. You can tell this bone is magical. Very clearly magical.
Damn, give me some magical feet bone.
Magical thigh bone.
Damn, he
Damn.
flashed for that too.
Do you know of the devil that roams these lands? The one that should be slain and removed.
Bartholomew,
familiar?
Bartholomew gleefully guts the doll of Strahd and tears
Yes.
like all the little bits of pieces of cotton and stuffing or whatever out everywhere.
This bird must truly be a sign of the future.
He nods and beeps happily.
Fazilka, in a delayed fashion, begins to smash their fists onto the doll as well, even though it's already kind of like disintegrated at this point. But
Yeah,
they just finally caught up.
yeah.
Well, we actually do want to take care of him as well. But, honestly, the, people here kind of looks like they can use our help here. Maybe. Hard to say. If you're saying that that's a natural thing, honestly speaking, I don't think it is.
If not, but natural, what else could it be? For surely the Morning Lord would not create things in such a pitiful, mongrelic image. Their existence is suffering from simply the day that the people could gaze upon them.
If
What
it's
kind
alright
of
with
terrible existence is that?
If it's alright with you, may I go speak with them directly?
Yes, yes you can. Let them know. Grant them peace. Let them know that there are those out there who would not judge them from how they look. Blessed be to you and to all your companions.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. We may speak at some other time. I guess for now, I guess I'll go ahead and speak with those out there, if you will allow me.
First,
Maybe convince them not to run from me at least.
you must first tell me. You said you to seek for the removal of Strahd. What do you mean by that? Simply to annihilate them? Or to keep them in the prison of which is their own befalling? Which is it?
Yes.
I mean, whichever one allows me to leave Barovia.
Leave Barovia? You would remove the devil from their prison for your own escape?
I said whichever one.
I see. Just remember not to let the door open. You must keep them inside. It is but their fate. Yes, it is but their fate. They caress the bone, right? Like, stroking it there.
Who's
As like a cat on their lap.
Your bone.
Let me show you to the others.
Bone. Bone.
Yeah, you get a good view of the bone as they're moving back there. Let me show you what it looks like.
Throat image. Bone.
Magic, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
gems.
Magically enhanced bone, huh?
That is not. I don't know if it was intended to be, but that is not a human bone.
It's a thigh bone.
that is not a human thigh bone.
It's a
Mm,
thigh
I
bone.
mean, it might be a humanoid thigh bone. This might not be a human thigh bone.
It is. It could be humanoid thigh bone.
Wow.
That I agree with. Maybe it's from one of these
thigh bone.
hybrid
Damn.
thingies.
They took a thigh bone
You
and
take a
made
thigh
it
bone
into
from one of these.
What if it's his
a
own
thigh
thigh
bone.
Oh my god.
Wait, where are we going?
They're taking it to the others.
Oh, okay.
Give me a moment. As they move over to this area that's over here, the abbot goes and opens up the door. My children! Divine portent has shown me
Oh, that's
that
right.
there are those who would not judge you for how you look. Please, show yourselves. Their voice booms through the abbey, right? Like, they have a very powerful voice that even reminds you of like how Aurora would talk constantly. As they will then, after yelling that out, they will meet us in the courtyard. Let us go.
All
Right.
angels this obnoxious.
Yes.
You see that the people crowd around the abbot. Fret not, my children. They are not here to judge you. They are here to learn and tell the people what they have seen. Please, all of you, let me show you. They will take you all the way up to here.
Oh my lord.
There is a self-sustaining farm that they are working on and tilling here. Some people struggle more than others depending on the exact nature of their mutations, you may call it.
No, that one.
Ailment, perhaps. And the rest of them from inside
Oh my.
move out.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them.
Sure, with one good fireball, we could take a lot of them out.
Jesus.
Not that I'm here. Not that I'm here.
These are all my children. They all have different names. All of them have known nothing but suffering for the way that they have looked. But you must let them know. These people, both of you mean each other no harm. Look at them in the eyes. They pull this one like forcefully forward. Look at them and
Which
tell
eye
me.
do I look at?
Oh my goodness.
Let them say hello. Do it. Say hello. Hello.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Okay.
They extend out one of their tentacles to handshake over to you.
Yeah, I'll reciprocate.
Alright. It's slimy.
Okay.
Lovely.
Looks matter not, for they all are children in the ways of the great Morning Lord. Such as the teachings of Saint Markovia herself. What more do you wish to learn? What more can you do to help?
So first off, Atreus will introduce himself to the one that willingly or unwillingly extended its tentacle. Yeah, he'll also grasp and shake it. And just to see if this makes it easier to speak with them, he will also be speaking with his speak with animals. If that-
Wow, dude.
Wow, dude, that's fucking rude.
That's
Atreus is racist.
fucked
I mean,
up,
if it makes
man.
it easier for them to speak,
Bro, that's
they're trying to
fucked
speak
up.
common, I guess. But he's trying to see if there's any other form of guttural or animalistic sounds that makes it easier for them to speak.
Have
You're
you
like, no,
considered
we're fine with all of you. Hold on, let me kind of speak with animals real quick. Give me a second. Like,
At least you didn't. At least you didn't cast like dominate monster or something.
No, it's not. Anyways, does it seem to at least make it any easier to speak with them?
As you begin casting magic,
question.
right? Because you just have to cast a spell, you see that they're all just what? The abbot even moves forward. Thigh bone in hand. What are you doing for my children?
I wish them no harm. I just want to speak with them.
As the spell goes through, speak of animals does not do anything with them. They do not appear to classify as beasts.
Surprise.
Or any of the other things I can speak to.
Racist.
Like monstrosity and the like? No.
Yes, monstrosity, aberration, elemental oozes or
Well-
plant.
Oh yeah, you can speak with more than just animals with that.
Yes.
Including aberrations.
Yes, including
If you can speak with aberrations, then yes, that actually does make it easier to speak with them.
Well,
Yep.
I'll be damned.
I thought we were to get into a race war or something.
They'd be like, how dare you classify them as animals? Turns out they fucking are, lol.
They're aberrations. I will use the one charge of the monster charm. As Atreus will continue to speak with the one that he's currently, if he still has a tentacle in his hand. Hello, my name's Atreus. It's a pleasure to meet you. By whatever sound it sounds like to everyone else.
Yeah, it sounds similarly kind of guttural to everybody about. But to your ears, right, Atreus, it's much easier to understand what they're saying now.
I'm gonna look over at Miss and be like, what the fuck?
Whatever they're speaking, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Hello there. I'm just here at the farm. It's all I've known how to do my whole life.
Oh, well,
Southern
It's-
accent.
I can certainly see that you and the rest of you have done I would say, quite a really well done job here. It's a nice looking farm. You've sustained yourselves rather well.
It's only because the abbot helps us. The abbot gives us a nice place to stay and helps us out in growing the plants. I don't really know all that much about it myself sometimes, but they help out and make it easier. Why
Atreus just nods and it's like, mm-hmm.
were you planning on being a farmer yourself?
Well, I used to be. Then I went into the mercenary life. Then I wound up here.
I think that'd be nice if I could do something like that. I don't think I can though, because, you know, if I go down there, everyone will just scream.
Mm. But if you don't mind me asking, were you always like this?
Yeah, I was, and my mama was too, but not my grandpa. No.
Your grandpa wasn't.
My grandpa, from what I know, one day they went out to the lake, and one day they came back and they looked different.
Look, look.
May I know what lake that is?
There's only one lake nearby here in Kresk. It's the one, Lake Baratok.
Lake Baratok.
Do you think it's a curse or?
It might be possible. I mean, so your parents and your grandparents. No, your grandfather came back from Lake Baratok like that.
Yeah, and didn't look quite the same ever since. At least that's the story. That's what's passed down. Some of the other
And-
fellows around here are similar.
Oh. Okay. And have there been made any attempts to try removing the affliction?
Oh, whoops. That's not the right one.
It's very peaceful now, isn't it?
The abbots tried a couple of times, but they don't seem to know how to. I'm not sure what there is to fix if you're born that way, ain't you? You just gotta do it. There ain't nothing to fix in that case, is there? Just kind of is. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if fix is the right word, but I know what you mean. I'd prefer to look
Is-
more normal.
Atreus looks around and he also asks, is this as he said, the same story for the rest of you? Family visited Lake Baratok, came back changed.
Some of them are a bit quiet, but one of them, this fella here will go ahead, especially this one with a more spider-like head, will speak out. Yeah, my older folks said something like that too. They've long since gone away. I think one of them choked on her own webbing. But what can we do? That's what happened in the past, and now is now.
Yes, of course. But my aim at this point, I don't really know if it's my companions is at this time, but at least mine is, hopefully, I would like to see you guys not have to be up here alone.
How do you
So,
reckon you're
I
going to
guess
do
you-
that?
Don't know. I have a lot of things that I have planned, and I have no real way of seeing them through. But I have another goal, much like in the first city or at least the first village that I visited here when arriving here. There's a child, much like you guys, in a similar vein, was cursed with a terrible affliction. As he just tells them the story of the priest's son that turned to a vampire spawn, and how Atreus intends to do something about it, even though he has absolutely no idea at this time.
Is this understandable to non-aberrations too?
No.
Okay. Wow. But a vampire? Don't be telling the abbot about vampires. Abbott hates vampires. Make sure you keep that on the down low, though. I don't like keeping secrets from the Abbott either.
I understand. I'll maybe keep
Well,
that tip.
I guess you're trying to fix the vampire, so maybe it's different. I don't know how the Abbott would react to that one. But you see that thigh bone they got right there? They tell us all the time about what it can do to vampires. It's a
Interesting.
scary thing. I don't
They,
think we've ever seen a vampire up here, though.
Eyes emoji.
Well, I'm glad that you never had to experience it. Either way, in a much the same way, if I can find some way to save him, I'm gonna try to save y'all.
Well, I hope that's true. I mean, thanks, I guess. You haven't done anything yet, but thanks. The idea is appreciated.
Atreus just nods.
The others
And,
are like nodding along also in like their own various ways.
Oh, that was a new one we hadn't seen.
You can kind of see the most common types. Note that these tokens don't represent all the variety of ways they actually look, but it gives a pretty good idea of the general way some of them look, which is, you know, a mix of everything.
Alright, and I think that'll be like the 10 minutes of the Speak with Animals. Eventually drying up.
My children, do you feel reassured by this one? This one, you see them, I'll make it a little bit easier to understand, but they are extremely guttural sounding, so they respond back to the abbot. And they said that they're going to try to see if they can save us. I don't know what that means, but they seem nice, Abbot. And Abbot begins to cry. Oh, glorious day! Truly the divine has sent you. Please, I have something. Something just for you. If truly you will succeed in doing so, and helping my children reintegrate and be one, then this I have to offer to you. From inside of their cloak, they go ahead and pull out a little 12-inch tall statuette made out of pure silver. It looks clearly magical to your eyes there, Ilion.
Alright, I mean, if he's handing it to me, I'll take the statuette.
They said, if you were to help my children, then this will belong to you.
Oh, okay. So he's not handing it to me. He's just saying that would be the reward. Okay.
I like to think that you still reach anyways.
Probably not.
New item? Wow.
Aqua,
Aqua, does it seem like the aberrations can still understand common, even if they can't really speak it very well?
They look like they are following along with the conversation, yes.
Okay.
And also, here's a picture of what it looks like. The magical little statue that it got.
Neat.
Wow.
Truly a gift from the divine on this. And if you are to be able to help all of my children, then you too shall be divine. As everything should be. It's all so beautiful.
Okay, I want to ask the abbot a question, but I want to try and do it in a lower voice that I don't want everyone to hear.
Yes.
I want to try and ask the abbot, because if one of the aberrations has mentioned that the abbot has tried to help them in the past, I'm gonna ask what has he tried? Because if it is something that's, does he know any information about what he thinks it is? Does he think it's a curse or something that could be? Does he think it could be reasonably cured?
You whisper all this to Abbott, and Abbott yells back in their forceful voice. There is no curse here! For let me demonstrate. They put their hand over onto the one over here, they cast remove curse, and nothing happens. Truly, truly, truly it cannot be such. And truly it cannot be the divine's will that they were simply changed into this. Oh, glorious morning lord, they hold their thigh bone up into the air. It glows with suffused magical energy. I call upon thee, change this one's form back to before they were like this. I demand it, I decree it, and let it be. And you actually do see like their bodies shift and warble somewhat, and it just looks exactly the same.
Wow.
Truly the Morning Lord has already decreed that their bodies have been always like this. Perhaps that could be changed, but not because they were not like it before. I'm sorry, my young one. Here. Allow me to give you a hug. You're just beautiful the way you are, but you can be more beautiful one day.
Well, I guess with the the eventual talks of the mass group here having ended, or kind of, if Elian and Misk are pretty much done with here as well, I guess Atreus will also be taking his leave.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You do have the ability to identify use identify. Are you going to use those on these items, Elian?
On the statuette?
Yeah.
I don't have it prepared.
Okay. You can just tell that both the thigh bone and the statue are of a considerable magic power. But that's all you're able to glean. Otherwise, if you have no other further questions for the abbot.
Oh, I think we're pretty much done at that point. Unless...
Yeah, so.
Very well. You all shall be welcome once more. Whenever the Morning Lord decrees that you shall be here again, whenever our paths next travel and crossover, it will be beautiful. Let me lead the way over and bring you out. Siegfried! You see this one stand to attention. Yes, Sir Abbot. You are wise in allowing them to enter in. May the Morning Lord bless you for today, tomorrow, the next year, and the next 10 years as well. Thank you, Master Abbot. They will lead you to the exit.
Okay. And off we go.
May the Morning Lord bless your travel down, and your travel wherever you may go, and to whichever places, to all and can be, should be, and such.
Yep. I didn't really do anything. I kind of just came along for the ride.
What a ride it was.
Wow.
And then the music is so peaceful here.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Cabal didn't go, because he would have just seen them and think cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not a good idea.
Maybe a bad idea.
Yo, that guy's fucking crazy.
A little bit.
Well, angels seem to have... This is twice now the angel I've met has a super strong personality. Either way, that Lake Baratok. At this point, Atreus will now relay everything that he spoke to with the aberrations.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine you all eventually get to, meet up over at Bellona's place, because that's the designated meeting place right now.
At this point...
You got two jackals and a bear just on your furniture.
If it looks like you're about to give an announcement, I think Vasily would suggest doing it telepathically and would cast, or well, that's in GM roll. Ah. So we can all hear each other, and no one else has to hear.
Oh, I mean, if that works too. Yeah, I mean, at this point, if I guess once you do that, through the telepathic bond, Atreus will go ahead and relay the entire experience, and plus the the talk with the aberrations and the suspiciousness of Lake Bear talk.
As soon as you start talking telepathically, Cabal seems kind of confused, as if a bot just joined the Discord channel and started playing music in the server that you didn't know there was a bot.
Very specific.
That is very specific.
Yeah, but you get it though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Bellona is like, shocked as hell that this is happening up there, but also she's gonna ask if you guys found out anything about the bell ringing.
Was the bell ringing the entire time we were up there?
No, it
it
rings
rings like once a day.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. No, we hadn't inquired about it. Did we even see a bell up there?
Yes, there definitely was an upstairs to the abbey. You
Oh.
actually saw it a few times. Inside where the abbot led you, there was a bell. Like the upstairs, there was definitely an upstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're talking about that first meeting room that he led us in.
Yes, there was an upper floor, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not entirely unfeasible that the bell rings every day if there's people that reside there.
Yeah, but why? What is its purpose?
Hadn't inquired about it. Didn't think
It could
get this.
be, since you can't tell when day is day and when night is night, the bell could just be like, hey, it's supposed to be day now. Let's keep a hecking schedule, you peasants.
Yeah.
It could be entirely functional. I mean,
we don't
after
have
all,
the item.
you kind of
Yeah.
have to keep track of seasons for crops and stuff, right? For farming.
Does the bell ring at the same time every day?
About, yes.
Except
I
you
mean-
can't tell because you don't know what time of the day it is, so you have to rely solely on the bell. So you really have to be you really have to be like, hey, what day is it? Oh, I don't know, it's been like 6 bongs since last time.
Nice.
6 bongs.
Bing, bing, bong.
Bing bong. All right. I mean, after that, does anything else pass the any questions regarding the information?
If not, that's roughly about where the session will end.
Okay.
Okay.
It was another pretty talky session, but I imagine regardless of your path next time, things will be quite a bit less talky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that just adds another to the pool of places to maybe visit.
This comes to mind.